He had a job that paid for a trip to Italy and classes at Harvard. Sounds nice, right? Even better since the public was paying for it. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart reports on special assignment.
It's not the state's largest city, but in the heart of New Mexico oil country, Hobbs is one of the state's wealthiest cities.
We've been very fortunate.
It's due to that fortune, Hobbs Mayor Sam Cobb says the city was able to pay then city manager J.J. Murphy a base salary higher than that of Governor Susana Martinez.
During the time that Mr. Murphy, when he came to work for us, we had people working in the oil and gas industry that were making $300,000 a year. We had truck drivers making $150,000 a year.
Murphy signed on as city manager in 2012 with a $140,000 contract. He had the power to hire and fire city workers and was in charge of implementing policies set by commissioners. And with big responsibility came big perks. Less than a year into the job, the city signed off on a contract amendment, granting Murphy the same $50,000 housing incentive it was offering to certified police officers. The problem? Murphy is not a police officer. The incentive says only HPD officers who are probationary officers as of April 1st, 2013 are eligible. Still, Mayor Cobb says there's a perfectly good explanation for giving the $50,000 to Murphy as well.
Hobbs was in a housing crisis at that time, and so there was very little or no housing available for us to be able to recruit and retain people.
He says Murphy was one of the only city employees to request the incentive.
Now, had other employees requested the incentive, we would have evaluated that and made that decision.
I don't know that people maybe would think it's for them, though, when it says for certified police officers.
Right.
By 2014, Murphy was pulling in a $173,000 salary and working toward a major project, the Center of Recreational Excellence, or CORE, a $63 million state-of-the-art rec complex complete with an indoor water park, gym, soccer field, and competitive swimming and diving area.
The aquatics portion is clearly the most important part.
It's why the mayor says he supported paying more than $8,000 for Murphy and two other city employees to scout a company's swimming pools in person in Italy.
I think it's wise business, and so I was an advocate of it, and I still support it, and I think we did the right thing.
But there are other expenses some Hobbs City employees started questioning, like spending more than $50,000 for J.J. Murphy, the Parks and Rec Director Doug McDaniel, and Hobbs Police Chief Chris McCall to attend leadership classes at Harvard University.
All of the money comes from our general fund.
He says as city manager, Murphy had the power to decide who and where to send employees for higher education programs.
If the public or the commission and the preponderance of the commission feels like that we should not send anyone to any advanced training programs, the way we do that is through the budgeting process. If the money's not available, then people don't go to training.
But in 2016, the mayor alluded to local economic difficulties in a Hobbs News Sun column, saying it's been challenging to defend an extension in the same salary range as J.J. Murphy currently receives. So last August, the mayor signed off on a final deal.
We all have mixed emotions, but we'll move forward, and I know things are going to work out best for everybody concerned.
The so-called Employment Transition and Settlement Agreement ended Murphy's role as city manager, but kept him on as a special consultant through this month at $183,000 a year plus benefits. We spoke with J.J. Murphy over the phone, but he couldn't meet us for an on-camera interview, saying he's busy with a new job out of state. He told us he's still helping Hobbs where he can as a consultant, and sent a statement saying in part that he's grateful to have worked in the Hobbs community. We requested documents from the city of Hobbs showing what he's done to earn his $183,000 as special consultant over the past year. We were told there is no paperwork.
He and I have we have regular conversations as it relates to some of the things that are ongoing projects.
Mayor Cobb says Murphy left his mark in Hobbs. On special assignment, Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
The mayor says since Murphy moved out of state, he did pay back what was owed on that $50,000 housing incentive. Hobbs is still paying him a salary and likely won't post that city manager position until next month when Murphy's contract is up. You can read the settlement agreement and J.J. Murphy's full statement online. Just go to always on KRQE.com.